Once your loan has closed and you have done everything in the main part of Cabo as far as uploading your loan docs and setting the file ready to audit, and it's been audited, you do need to return to your Cabo LOS underwriting screen and click Funded at Title. Funded at Title does two things. First of all, on FHA loans, it lets Open know to send up the upfront MI premium to HUD. Failure to do that in a timely manner can result in a fine assessed to your branch. Also, Funded at Title does one other thing. It sets your loan up so that it can be eligible for an advance. Clicking at Funded at Title is just as simply as clicking Funded at Title. Enter your date. And set Funded at Title. Now, back in the main part of Cabo, under your borrower's contact record, on your Loans tab, in your transaction, this is where your income will be posted once the loan is purchased off the warehouse line. When that is done, down in the lower section here, between the income and payments, there'll be a drop-down box that says Approve to Close. The branch manager will have to approve that to close, and then the LO will come in and approve it to close. Advances on these loans are done within 96 hours after the latter of the two, either Funded at Title or the audit has been done. If your branch manager chooses to do so and pays LOs out of the advance, they must remember to come in here and enter that as a debit on the transaction record, otherwise the LO could get paid twice. So remember to complete that. Also, once your loan has been purchased off the line and your income is reflected in here, if you have any questions about that income, you want to go back into the main part of Cabo's LOS system, and then there's the Correspondent worksheet. This is like the reconciliation page on the back of a bank statement. It takes into consideration all the front-end fees, all the back-end fees, the warehouse amount, the warehouse interest, the per diem interest on the note that was included on the HUD, and all comes out in the wash. And when it's done, your branch income will be reflected here. If you have questions about how the Correspondent worksheet works, there's a Correspondent page explanation document that explains the Correspondent page and how the numbers and everything are calculated. So this will be completed once the loan is purchased off the line. Once this is done, then those funds advance to the transaction record and you can close those out. Again, make sure that if you've had paid the LO money off the advance, that is entered as a debit section. Your advance will then be pulled back and the funds from the loan will go forward. Those advances are approximately 70% of the gross proceeds of the loan. 70% of the gross is a little bit higher proportion of the net proceeds, so keep that in mind as well, that you will get pretty much the majority of your money due on the advance, and then can pay your LOs and your processors and stuff accordingly per your branch's policies. This completes Correspondent lending.